Lexia Reading is a technology-based reading program that helps all students achieve mastery on their foundational reading skills. This research-proven program provides teachers and administrators 24/7 access to real-time student data. Let's take a look at how teachers use these reports. When a teacher logs on to mylexia.com, the first thing he or she sees is a summary of student performance. Lexia's norm-referenced performance data categorizes students into 3 levels of risk of reading failure. Students who have a 30% chance or less of reaching the end-of-year grade-level benchmark are considered high risk of reading failure and are represented by the color red. Students who have a 31 to 79% chance of reaching the year-end grade-level benchmark are considered some risk of reading failure and are represented by the color yellow. Students with an 80 to 100% chance of reaching the year-end grade-level benchmark are considered to be on target and are represented by the color green. These measures are what Lexia calls the performance predictor. At the top right of the class homepage, we see the performance predictor graph. This shows the percentage of students in each category of risk. In addition, the chart indicates the growth of on-target students during the past month. Here we see that this class has increased the percentage of on-target students by 3 percentage points, from 22 to 25%. The class homepage provides immediate information for the teacher to begin prioritizing instruction. Under the Plan Instruction heading, Lexia Reading has identified the 11 students who are struggling and need instruction, grouped by skill. Color-coded icons help prioritize which students or groups of students should receive the teacher's attention first. Students with a green icon are considered on target to meet their year-end benchmarks. Therefore, the teacher should prioritize instructional time to focus on the high-risk or some-risk students, identified by red and yellow icons. At the bottom of the class homepage, the class roster provides sortable tables showing the performance predictor, which is students' percent chance of reaching end-of-year benchmarks. Lexia usage per week. This shows how many minutes per week each student has used the software and indicates how many additional minutes each student needs. This helps the teacher prioritize the students needing additional minutes on the software versus those who have reached or surpassed their recommended minutes per week. The Lessons column shows which students need targeted instruction and provides a direct link to the Lexia lesson by clicking on the icon. The Skills column shows the grade level of material each student is working on. And the Certificates column shows which students have finished a level on the program and have a customized certificate of achievement ready for the teacher to share with them. By clicking on a student's name, the teacher can access a detailed report on that student's progress. The top of the report provides a real-time snapshot of the student's progress in the program, including specific information on the skills on which he or she is struggling. Here we see that the student is struggling with initial and final consonants. However, she's only struggling with the SH and TH combinations, so the teacher should focus instruction only on those skills. At the bottom of the report is the Student Action Plan. This valuable report indicates whether the student needs to increase their software usage, provides links to the targeted instructional materials for the teacher or paraprofessional, and recommends paper and pencil activities to build automaticity in the skills the student has recently mastered. Now let's take a look at how district and building level administrators can benefit from the data reports on MyLexia. District and building level administrators can quickly determine the overall risk of reading failure or skill levels of all students in the district. The report shows the on-target students in green and the some risk and high risk students in yellow and red. The green +15 icon shows the number of students on target this month has grown by 15 percentage points. The chart on the right shows the overall usage levels in the district, indicating whether students are meeting the recommended number of minutes of software use in their action plan. Quite often, the percentage of green in the usage graph reflects the percentage of green in the performance predictors. In other words, students who meet their recommended usage are more likely to be on target to meet their year-end grade level benchmarks. A district administrator reviewing this report may note the positive growth in student performance. However, with 24% of students who are still at some risk or high risk of reading failure, we may want to dig a little bit deeper. At the bottom of the district page, we see a school-by-school listing showing the percentage of students on target to finish the year at grade level, as well as month-over-month growth and usage levels. Wilson Elementary has a high percentage of on-target students and a high percentage of students meeting their monthly usage. However, Hoover and Madison Elementary schools are not performing as well. So let's take a closer look. Here we see the Hoover Elementary School Report. At the bottom of the page is a grade-by-grade analysis of performance and usage levels. While all grades have room for improvement, you'll notice that kindergarten, first, and third grade have all achieved monthly gains of 20 percentage points or more. This is likely due to their usage levels being above 90% this month. In contrast, the second grade is lagging. Their month-over-month growth is only 2 percentage points. This may be due in part to their low usage of the Lexia reading software. Let's look a bit deeper. Here we see the grade 2 analysis. In this school, there are 2 classrooms in the second grade. Notice that Mr. Alvarez's class has only 43% of students on target to reach their year-end benchmark, while Mrs. Rogers' class has 76% of students on target. The grade level of material chart indicates the grade level of skills students are working on. Here we see that less than half of Mr. Alvarez's students have begun working on second grade skills. In contrast, 71% of Mrs. Rogers' students are at grade level, while 12% are actually working above grade level. Notice that 100% of Mrs. Rogers' students are meeting their recommended usage on the software, a reason for their strong performance. However, 1/3 of Mr. Alvarez's students are failing to meet their usage levels. This report can be used in data meetings to help grade level teams review data and share best practices. For example, what is Mrs. Rogers doing differently that Mr. Alvarez can emulate? How does she structure her school day to ensure that students receive their recommended minutes on the software? How is she leveraging the structured instructional materials to meet each student's needs? Lexia Reading puts data in the hands of educators to drive instructional decisions, improve teaching and learning, and help all students reach proficiency levels. Lexia makes data accessible. As a leader in mobile technology, Lexia provides real-time access to data, anytime, anywhere. The My Lexia app for iPad, iPhone, and iPod Touch brings student data to the point of instruction. Lexia Reading also provides student progress emails, alerting teachers when students need instruction or when achievement certificates are available. Lexia Reading helps all students achieve mastery. This approach is research proven and validated by millions of successful readers. Lexia's action plan and email notifications simplify the process of differentiating instruction for students when they need it. And most importantly, students make significant gains with Lexia Reading that they would not otherwise make. For more information, please click the link below to contact your Lexia representative.